We're back!
We're back to WaltVS, and today it's me versus my personal CDI collection. I have the system right over here. It's a Philips CDI 450. There are a lot of different models out there, but this is the one I got. I got it with some games. I picked it up online, secondhand, and yeah, that started my journey into collecting for the CDI system. I knew it wasn't that good of a system because of the games. There is a lot of crap out there and a lot of funny stuff. It's not only for the games, but also for the software. You have movies and music, and I'm going to show you guys what I have collected over the years for that system. It wasn't that hard to collect for because it just takes a lot of patience to find stuff, and most of the time I found them in the CD sections in thrift stores, and that means they're always cheap. So let's get to it! First off,
Earth Command.
it's some kind of strategic game where you have to manage Earth. I don't think this is really good. It's a bit boring and maybe educational. I read something about managing taxes and trading stuff. I'm not sure about this one, but a cool one is the FMV shooter Thunder in Paradise with our awesome guy Hulk Hogan. It has some more elements than just FMV shooting. There's also shooting ships, spaceships, I guess, or not sure, planes. Next up is Creature Shock. It's not FMV, but it is an adventure with shooting elements in it. It's all 3D rendered kind of stuff, and it's in space. We're going to the Wild West with Mad Dog McCree. This is a FMV shooter, and this one is really awesome. You must have the CDI gun. I don't think it was a must to play it, but it would definitely be better. And of course we have Mad Dog 2 and Chaos Control. Yeah, this is also spacecraft shooting. Not really FMV, but environmental spacecraft shooting. It's okay. Next genre is FPS shooters, and I'm not sure this is the only FPS shooter on the CDI. Atlantis: The Last Resort. The CDI wasn't supposed to play these kind of games because this one is in 3D, and it's yeah, a bit like Doom. Not as good as Doom, but okay. And it's original. The sound quality is good, so... Alright, next genre is FMV adventures. And I'll start off with Burn Cycle. There's a lot of FMV in this one. With real humans, puzzles, betrayal, I don't know. You have to solve puzzles in some kind of spacecraft where you're on. This is the normal version. There's also a cool looking jewel case, greenish, alienish version. It also has there is a soundtrack behind this one. Look. the music. So, Lost Eden, also a cool adventure with RPG elements in it. It's pretty cool. The Seventh Guest, it's more point and clicky. A point and click adventure with FMV combined. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit scary, horror house style kind of game. Of course, we have Myst, the mysterious point and click adventure, is also on CDI. It's cool. Myst is always cool. It's time for some puzzle games. This is Tangram. This is like a puzzle game with geometrical shapes and putting them in the right place. Then we have Othello. I'm not really familiar with the board game Othello, but you have to be a genius to play it. Look, Einstein and Leonardo da Vinci are playing it, so yeah, it looks like checkers and chess, but it's probably a bit more difficult. It's a long time ago I played this or tried it, I'm not sure. We're here with Cartoon FMV games, and we're starting off with Dragon's Lair, and that's one hell of a cool cartoon game. You have to make choices within the cartoon itself, so you are the one that's deciding how this story will end. Space Age is like Dragon's Lair in space. It's cool. Here we have Kingdom the Far Reaches. It's more kind of a wizardy, medieval style anime. Escape from Cyber City. This is a long jewel case. This is your anime in the future. Here we are with some shmups. This is Alien Gate. It's the long case version. Look at the back. Then we have Steel Machine. Only one can stop the battleship. This is practically the same game because the spacecraft is almost the same as in Alien Gate. Next up, fighting games. I have some. Here is Rise of the Robots. It's your sci-fi fighting game. It's not really good. I played it a bit. It's funny. It's not really good. Then we're going to Mutant Rampage Body Slam, and this one is a beat 'em up game, and this one is pretty decent. It's okay, it's cool. The animations are from the same studio as they also made the animations for the Zelda games on CDI, and we all know that these are not the best animations, but the game is good. Next up, gambling games, and we have here Caesar's World of Gambling. Yeah, it's poker kind of stuff, but this is version 1 that I have. It's a black disc. I have another version of Caesar's World of Gambling, and this one has a gold-like disc. I'm not sure what the reason is for that. Next up is Trip Poker Live, and this is one crazy game. We all know poker, right? But this time you can choose your lady, you can even choose a man, and yeah, these people are going to undress when you play well. It's crazy bonkers. Next game is a game where I'm not sure where to put it. This is some other world experience adventure game. There are a lot of different gameplay elements in this game. There's FMV in it, I believe, space shooting, dungeon crawling, I don't know, it's Keitha. Next in this genre is Inca, and yeah, it's also one. Yeah, I'm not sure where to put it, because there's spacecraft stuff in this. You have, yeah, there's at one point you have to shoot meteors in your spacecraft. It's really weird. You have to do puzzles. The long case version. I have two versions of the same game. Yeah. Yeah, here is some kind of software product. When you live in the Netherlands, you have to have this disc. It says discover the unknown Netherlands. Neverland, Waterland. Yeah, and what is this? It's not really a game. It's a disc with photos on it, digital maps, quizzes, some video footage, the Netherlands then and now. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And my sealed copy of De Vliegende Hollander, aka The Flying Dutchman. How can I not have this? It's an interactive journey to the world of the VOC. I'm not sure what it is, but I see here some 3D rendered graphics. It's probably some point and clicky kind of adventure stuff. Time for another really weird, crazy game. A bit of a dirty game. It's called Voyeur Don't Get Caught. And yeah, what you are doing in this game is you have to peek through people's windows and see what they're doing, and at one point you see this almost kind of sex scene, but ends but it turns out that it becomes a murder scene, and it's up to you to decide what you will do. It's crazy, right? And it's that bad in acting, but it's funny. Next up we have sport games, and this is CDI CD Shoot. You'll have to play this with a gun, CDI gun of course. And yeah, what you are doing is disc shooting, sporting, ball trap, Olympic trap, and English skeet. Cool, right? Next up is Power Hitter, and this is a baseball game, but it's also a tactical baseball game where you can get signals from the coach and stuff. And what I remember is that it's not a really good one. It is FMV based. Yeah, but not in a good way. Caesar's World of Boxing. Yeah, a boxing game with a lot of FMV, of course. There's you can fight, and that's not FMV. That's a shame. A racing game, Video Speedway. Formula 1, the ultimate racing experience. Okay, cool. You can sit in your race car and drive like a maniac. Next up is a tennis game called International Tennis Open. It's a simultaneous two-player game. Oh wow, with the controller and the remote controller. Yeah, it's your tennis game with your FMV player, I believe. Yeah, it's tennis. Then we have this golfing game. ABC Sports presents the Palm Springs Open. Look at that FMV player. It's funny. It's a funny game. Then we have a soccer game, Ultra CDI Soccer. Yeah, I have 2 more soccer games and I'm not sure which one was awesome. I believe this one had pixel graphics and that's cool. This is USA 94 World Cup. Also a soccer game. They were pretty decent. And Striker Pro. Yeah, this also has pixel graphics. And what I remember, it wasn't that bad. Cool. Next genre are the arcade style games. This is a long case of the game Pinball. It's a bit of a boring pinball game. Not really good. But if you can live with it, this is a must for you. If you like pinball games in general. Then we have this game called Accelerator. It's like Micro Machines, but real ugly. Yeah, not a really nice graphical style. Look at the cover alone, it sucks. Played it a bit, it was a bit stiff. Then we have Demo's Quest. It's a puzzle platformer-ish game where you have to solve puzzles in this grid right here. It's funny. This is a decent game. This is fun. Then we have Hanna-Barbera's Cartoon Carnival. This is like your collection of multiplayer mini games. And they're really short, not always fun. But it's Hanna-Barbera, so if you're a fan, you must have this. Then we have Tetris. Yes, this is Tetris, but this is more like boring Tetris with boring backgrounds. But yeah, the game is Tetris, so it's okay. Then we have Family Games 1. It's also a bunch of little mini games. Most of them suck and are not really fun at all. And yes, they decided to make another Family Games 2, Junk Food Jive. It's more of the same stuff, mini games to play with your family. Then we have Little Devil. Yeah, maybe this is not really an arcade game. It's more some sort of adventure game with also a lot of different gameplay styles. There's 2D platforming, there is isometric puzzle platforming and fighting, 3D, almost 3D FPS is in there. More kind of maze. Yeah, but it's like you're playing like in hell. Next game is Lemmings, and we all know Lemmings. You have to guide your lemmings to the end gate so they don't die. Next up is Mega Maze. It's basically a maze game with with balls. You have to guide them and solve the puzzles. This game is really cool. It's called Zenith, and it's like some sort of platforming pinball game, but your ball is bouncing up and down, so you have a really great view of depth in this game. It's really original. I've never played something like it. It's a good one. It's cool. Our next arcade game is Pac Panic. Yes, it's Pac-Man on CDI. Yeah, it's not like your regular Pac-Man, but it's more like a versus style Pac-Man. It's different. It's not your regular Pac-Man, but it's cool. Oh, this is the one, Arcade Classics. It's called Arcade Classic. Here is your Miss Pac-Man on it. So this is your casual Pac-Man. Galaga is there. And what is the last one called? Collection, yes. It's a compilation of retro games. It's cool. Next up are the adventure and platform games. This is the long case with the game Dark Castle. It's not a really good game. It's a bit stiff. You can move your arm from your character when you're walking and throwing stones and stuff. Climbing is involved. I'm not sure about this one anymore. Alice in Wonderland. It's also a platforming style, but a bit slow. You have to choose your words carefully when you're in a interaction with a character that you will meet along the way. Solve puzzles, solve riddles, that kind of stuff. Now we're talking about Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon. Yes, and these games are notoriously for their ugly animations, bad gameplay. But back in the day, this wasn't that bad, I believe. And yeah, it's the answer from Philips, not from Nintendo. So next is another version of Zelda, but this is the Dutch version, yes, with Dutch voice acting in it, and that is even worse, but I had to have it. And another Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon. This is the English version again, but this is the long case version. And of course we have Link, the Faces of Evil, but this is the Dutch version. It says de gezichten van het kwaad, and it means the same. It's basically the same as Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon. It's same platforming, same decision making, same ugly animations. I also have a long case version of Link, de gezichten van het kwaad. I do not own an English copy of this one yet, so that's a shame. I need to play it in English, how it's supposed to be. Then we have Hotel Mario, yes. A weird Mario game where you have to close doors from hotel rooms. Yeah, the story is weird. There are weird animations in this one as well. The game is not really bad, but it's also not really good. Next up is Lucky Luke, the video game. This one is a pretty decent, okay platforming game in the style of Lucky Luke. You can actually walk around as a cowboy. Then there is Christmas Crisis. This is a pretty good platforming game for the CDI, and it's Christmas themed. You are a little Santa, I believe. You have to collect stuff, get to the end of the level, and that's what you do. And then there is The Apprentice, one of the best platforming games on the system. It looks okay, it plays okay, and yes, you're a little wizard in training. Next up are some bad stuff, software things. This is the CDI Tour de Arena. It shows you the Amsterdam Arena where matches of soccer are played, music concerts are given over there. And if you've never been there, this is your chance to experience it with this software. Next up is Rosebud, the Director's Cut, or the Director's Cut Rosebud. I don't know in which order you would say it. I'm not sure what this is. It contains video clips, music. I've never watched it, but the cover was nice, so I picked it up. Can't say a lot about it. There's also lyrics on it. Alright. Next up is Sport Freaks. Yeah, there are a bunch of freaks on the cover. They're Dutch guys working for the television channel Veronica. And I believe it was a show back then. And it was, yeah, it's probably a quiz kind of thing. I do not remember what it was about again, but it must be about sports. Yes, then we have another quiz from back in the day. It's called Lingo. It's a Dutch television show where you have to guess words, and that is if you guess the word, that's rewarded with grabbing a green, red or a gold ball. Red ball is bad, green ball is good. Gold ball is master. Next up is this educational kind of thing. It's called Hondenliefde and it means love for dogs. Dog love. And what is it? It contains a lot of information how to raise a dog. When you're new to dogs, you can watch this and find all kinds of information and video clips on how to do it. Next up is Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia. And this is just like it's a library with a lot of information on all kinds of subjects, pictures, articles. It's boring. And we have another Philips Media Interactive Encyclopedia. It's the same kind of stuff. I'm never going to check it out, probably. I have the internet now, so back then it was maybe a golden solution, but now it's not really. Yes, I have some CDI stuff, some instruction manual stuff on disk. This is the CDI 450 tutorial disk. This is the system that I have. Yeah, it can be handy and look things up, but yeah. I also have it for the CDI 470 system. I do not own this one. Then we have Alles over CDI and it says everything about CDI. This will preview more stuff and everything about CDI players, so it's maybe more some in-depth kind of thing. Another one in a paper sleeve version and a demonstration disc, also with CD online. Oh yeah, cool. And last but not least, the video CDs are playable on Philips CDI, and that's really cool. I got this one, The Punisher, a while back, and I did not have this on DVD. This is the only version I have on CD, on video CD. It's a double video CD, so you'll probably have to swap to the second disc to watch your whole movie. I also have the first Terminator movie on video CD. It's awesome. Look, Sarah Connor is still alive. But for how long? Another epic movie is The Mask. I watched it a ton when I was a kid, so I had to have it. It's also a 2-disc. The last item that I have is the Polygram video CD music sampler. And yes, this is a really weird kind of thing because it says Sega Saturn on the down side. And what does that mean? When you look at the back, you can watch clips, that kind of stuff, from your favorite artists. But I'm not sure if this is playable on a Sega Saturn. I haven't tried it. I popped it in my computer and then I saw a Sega Saturn trailer from the race game Daytona on it, and that was about it. So I only picked it up because of this. Alright, that's it. Yo, we're back! And if you're still here, that means that you have seen my entire CDI collection so far. It's always expanding, but not on a very fast rate. So maybe in the future I will make another video, but that will take some time to do, because this is pretty much already a lot of CDI content. I hope that I have motivated you to just look into the CDI a bit more, check out the system, check some clips out there, and there are a lot of games, movies and software products for this system. You only have to know what are the good ones and the bad ones. I hope this video helped a bit in that process, and we'll see you another time, maybe in another CDI video. Enjoyed this video? Please like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time.